No, no squish this guy. That's very annoying. Apparently when the game is just paused instead of being in the menu, I can't use my mouse at all, even off screen. Oh, okay. Is that a decent spot for that? Hmm. And maybe I might want to put that down near the bottom. Oh, fuck. Right, yes. Uh, fucking OBS is back to doing that stupid thing where I have to manually, like, it doesn't seem to remember Spotify. I have to manually go in and select which window it's supposed to be looking at each time I boot it up again now, and it's kind of annoying, honestly. let's move this down here like that. Save that. See if that looks any better when somebody talks. Oh. Okay, let's see now. I forgot where I was with this. Okay, they've only recently been planted. So I think I was probably just doing a bunch of contracts to pass the time, I suspect. Bye. Oh, good. Thank God I didn't fucking disable that DLC. Yeah. I was about to take this particular DLC out of the save file. That way I wouldn't have anything left in my save file that people would need to pay, like, buy extra from the game in order to join my games. I was about to remove it, and then I was like, wait, did I buy one of those last time I played? I can't remember. Better not remove it just in case. And it's a good thing I didn't. Because apparently I did pick one up. Cultivating. Distinct contracts. That one's a grain contract. Could do that one with my own equipment. Doesn't pay very much, but I'd get a little bit from the excess crop as well. And I don't actually have to pay the least cost because I can just use my own equipment. Hey look, conveniently, I'm already in my harvester. Well, hello, Skyfer. How you doing? Oh, I do have to ask, Skyfer. Given the question that you asked earlier, what kind of art is this person actually wanting to practice that they want? That you had to ask that question before putting my name in for it. As a subject, as it were. Elite, what the heck? You're supposed to be wholesome. You're not supposed to be making me wet. You want to practice some NSFW? Ah, I see. Yeah, that's actually one thing that I've been saying for, well, honestly, almost right back when I started VTubing, I said right from the get-go, you know, people are free to do art and stuff, and I did say, you know, I was perfectly fine with, like, NSFW art. In fact, I encouraged it, but up until you started doing that you know, up until you got that one piece the other week with the doll one, haven't really had anybody do any fan art for me, honestly. And there was one early on with my cat girl character when I first started. And I remember it was very early on because the person I'm not even sure if they're still in my Discord, to be honest. But they gifted me the art while I was playing Skies of Arcadia, which was like one of the very first games I played on the channel. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the one that Doggin did for me, yeah. That was also quite recently though, yeah. So but it was like I had that one way back near the beginning that somebody did because they were wanting to practice. And then I had years of nothing. Like nobody even asking about, you know, doing art or anything, so I don't know. Also, Elite, you're welcome to join if you want, but I will warn you that this particular save file is heavily modded. Including some of the realism mods. Although there's not very many of them on this on FS25. Nobody has released the manual attachment mod yet, so you don't have to worry about that one. Oh, there is. I do have one installed that makes it so that attachments don't automatically lift off the ground when you hook up to them, so... But yeah, no, Skyfers, as far as the art goes, basically, the only thing I can really think of that I wouldn't want depicted, or wouldn't want me depicted in association with, would be, like I said, drugs, alcohol, and smoking, basically. I'm not really a big fan of either of those. I suppose I should say any, since it's more than two options. But yeah. Mm. Mm. You know, I think I need to... I think I need to... I either need to find out if there's a way to use oh wait, no. No, I didn't get the face tracked version of this avatar because there was there was no point since I didn't have I didn't have face tracking for VR, so I didn't really need it. I might need to commission somebody to add AR kit face tracking to this avatar. Because it is possible now to do at least basic face tracking through the web camera using the AR kit blend shapes. It's just this avatar doesn't have them, so would need to get somebody to add them to the avatar. Excuse me. And then figure out how to set everything up. Just hoping he'll pick you for practice. He did seem quite interested though. What do you mean? What do you mean quite interested? What's that supposed to mean? You like the ref that you... What reference did you send him? Hmm? Hmm? Also, that reminds me, I need to go to that VR world that does, like, the reference sheet images. When you're using your starting screen? Ah. I literally just switched to a new one for the starting screen today. I also finally replaced the one on my Be Right Back screen with one of this model as well. I mean, it's fine. That one is still... It's still the same model. It's still a good reference image. Although, as I said, I really should go to that that one VR world that does the the reference image ones, and get some proper sheets done up. I forget the name of it. I've got it in my favorites though. It's literally just a world where you go and you stand in a certain spot, and the world will generate the different styles of reference sheet images for your avatar based on, you know. I can't remember exactly how it works. I've played around with it at one point, but I never really saved the images. But I do know you can actually save them. They'll go to your VR chat photos folder, and then you can just, you know, upload them. I know there's a few... I've seen a couple of people at least post them in Discord servers. I think there might have been one posted in Zenith a while back. I know Deledian sent me a couple in the past. You could always ask him about it. Mm. Oh, I also really need to get my fucking VR tracking for my VTubers set up as well. Vinion actually has built-in support for Steam VR tracking for the VTubers. I just keep forgetting to try and set it up. Try and set it up, because I tried to do VR tracking through the VMC protocol thing previously, but it did not really work very well. Because in order to properly calibrate, you had to make a T-pose, but it kind of had, like, from what I remember, it kind of had to be in whatever position you were planning to use the tracking in. So, like, I would have had to have done it sitting down at my desk. Otherwise, it was going to be, like, a royal pain in the ass to try and get everything to line up afterwards. So I kind of gave up on it, because when I'm sitting at my computer desk where I am right now, if I try and make a T-pose, I'm punching my tower off to my left here. So it's not exactly ideal. I'm just slightly concerned that Vinyan might basically have the same thing. I mean, technically, if memory serves, technically I could have done the calibration, like, out in the middle of my room, come and sat down, and then fiddled around with the cameras in VC Face at the time to get the proper, like, angles and stuff, but it was more hassle than I was willing to put in back then. Ah, yes. Skyfer was asking about the that world, that the VRC world that lets you do, like, the reference sheet images of your avatars. Although I'm sure there's probably more than one by now. But I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the world. I just know I have it in my favorites. Wow. Yeah, shit, I went too close. There we go. That was totally planned. Mm-mm. Tell you what, I really hope StreamerBot is actually working properly and fucking displaying any messages that happen to come from the YouTube side, because I would hate to think that there were people actually trying to chat on YouTube and it's just not showing up. I get kind of paranoid about that. Like, I know I've had times in the past where it has shown up perfectly fine, but it's I also understand that the odds of getting anyone chatting on YouTube are very slim because I don't have an actual YouTube following because I've never made any fucking videos over there. Well, yeah, I guess YouTube's working. Hi, Deledian. Probably never, Skyfer. I, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, the only style of dancing that I do is not really suitable for Twitch or YouTube. Yes, thank you for the help, Deledian. Much appreciated. Oh yeah, apparently I literally just planted all those fields. They haven't even begun the first growth stage yet. Why is one of my freaking tires wet and the other one wasn't? Oh heck! 2 skies. Whatever will you do with 2 skies? I'm certain I'm not going to hear you complaining. Not sure if I should enable irrigation or not. I'll leave it and see what the weather brings. Right, time to move on to September, I guess. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's some rainfall. Can't really say. Uncle YouTube would definitely ban. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. What? Well, hello, Tilly. Mew. Thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. How have you been holding up? Oh yes, and as some of you will have noticed, I have finally gotten around to putting the Twitch chat on the video so that it will appear on YouTube. So I don't just look like a dummy speaking to myself over there. Flop. Oh no, that doesn't sound great. Only a potato harvesting. I could do that. But I'd be getting less than 1,000 because I'd have to rent the equipment. Nope, not worth it. Rock removal. Stone picking. Stone picking's not bad. I'll do this stone picking. I'll still get over 4,000 for it. Plus whatever small amount I get for selling the stones. Ew, they gave me a John Deere. Ew. Not the button I wanted to push. I think this is the right way, right? Where was the field 23? Maintenance. Okay, so yeah, I want to come down here and go straight up this one. Okay, perfect. Gonna take this up and then I'm gonna come back and grab the trailer before I start actually picking up the stones. Because even though that field is pretty small, I suspect I'll need to dump the trailer at least once while I'm while I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Tailgater. Pretty good. How are you? Ah. Yes, playing with kitties is always fun. Well, I guess you're probably not playing with them at the moment, but... Everybody likes a cute pussy. I mean, what? What are you whining about, Skyfer? What why? Yes, I know you're a dog, but you don't need to be so proud of it. I've seen you barking during dance events. Hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Sure, it's irrelevant. Absolutely, 100%. Just like the fact that I saw you barking at the girls on stage absolutely is irrelevant as well. What? What the heck? Why you making me wet? What the heck? Skyfer, how dare you? Wait, what? Oh, jeez, that... Okay, never mind. Apparently, I need to go back all the fucking way over here and start from this end, I guess. Did not realize it was gonna go all right up around the corner like that. Damn. Oh, somebody let their crop wither. You know, this field's a bit bigger in person than it looked on the map. Glad I decided to bring the trailer up before I started, so I wouldn't have to be unhooking from this thing and running back down halfway through to get the trailer to dump this in. Or worse yet, driving a quarter of the way across the map to the cement factory to sell the stones. With this thing. Oh, why did I do that? There we go. That's better. Okay. So I guess, according to the GPS steering, this field only has 2 sides, I guess. Interesting. This side and that side. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the fact that the angle between the short sloped sides and the long sides is shallow enough that the GPS just treats it as one continuous line rather than, yeah. Yeah, I suppose Skyfer's joke is no worse than my my own one of telling customers that I only cleaned one side of their windshield. The outside. Funnily enough, I have actually had customers ask me, admittedly most of them jokingly, but some of them actually kind of seriously, I have actually had customers ask me if I could do the inside of their windshield. I'm like, bro, no, I'm gonna be dripping water all over your console. Like, no, ain't happening.
In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
Some people don't really think much. True, yeah. Oh wait, was there a... Oh, I didn't realize there was another headland. Oops. Well, I guess I'm doing this one in the reverse direction then. Oh wait, no, it wasn't another headland, it was... Oh, I see. I see, it's doing the whole frickin'... Doing all of them like... Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. It's doing all of the lines like this. Interesting. And it's also very interesting that it only does the guidance steering this way with this particular implement. Because I know I've gone over this field before with a harvester and it did not do this. Like it had... Like at the shallow sloped corners there, I had to switch over to a different track at the corner. It wasn't continuous. Possibly. That could be something to do with it. Like it might be calculating like whether or not you can actually like doing the turn will actually result in getting the entire area or not, maybe. Okay, have good sleeps, Skyfer. Thank you for stopping by. And Assuming this artist does pick me, I look forward to seeing what their practice spits out. Hopefully Cassini will have my commissioned piece finished soon-ish. I did speak to her about it recently. So I know she has still been working on it. She hasn't just completely gone silent on the whole thing. Like, not like the person that I commissioned to do my reference sheet, like, frickin' back when I was still using the cat girl model. Took her fucking, like, over a year, 2 years maybe, I can't remember for sure now, to actually finish the fucking sheet. All the while, I was like getting no communication from her and had to keep reaching out. Be like, hey, have you are you working on this still? Are you working on this? Are you? Which is a damn shame, because that person I was considering actually commissioning them to make a body pillow art as well. But after that fucking showing with the reference sheet, it's like, yeah, no, I'm not commissioning her for anything again. Well, see, it's not so much the speed. Like, I get that art takes time. You know, I'm not going to be like constantly badgering somebody for updates or whatnot, blah blah blah. I get that it takes time, but fucking, I think it was closer to like 2 years just for a reference sheet. Like, that is ridiculous. And that's why I decided that I wasn't going to commission her for anything else. Having said that, Cassini, I actually know Cassini. I've met Cassini in VR, but I have met her. Then again, I had met the other person in VR before as well. But that was just like, I had met her through clubs that we shared together. I didn't actually know her personally, kind of thing. But I do know Cassini, and I do know she's actually been going through some tough times at the moment. It's it's kind of hard to be a trans person in Florida at the moment, especially when she's stuck living with her parents who do not approve of her chosen change in gender. So I understand that she's going through some rough shit at the moment. And yet, here's the thing. So the other person that I got the reference sheet from, they kept talking about like all this shit that they were going through, and yada yada yada, and all this crap that was happening to them and whatnot as a reason for why it was taking so long, blah blah blah. And it took them like two years or something, fucking ridiculous like that. Cassini, I know for a fact, is like all I had with this other artist was just what they told me in DMs. Cassini, I have other sources of information. I know that she is going through some bad shit at the moment. I know what it's like for her right now. And yet, she has still managed to make far better and faster progress on my artwork, despite all the shit that's going on in her life, than that other person did. Like, the last time we spoke, like a week or two ago, she essentially had the thing mostly finished. She just was having issues with the tattoos on the character. It didn't, I guess it didn't really help that she, like, when I originally commissioned it, it was back when I was still using the Catgirl avatar, so then, like, partways through, I asked her to change it to this avatar. So she had to she unfortunately had to redo a bunch of work because of me, which didn't help things. And then apparently for a while she was really struggling trying to get the tattoos done. And then eventually she basically just asked me, she was like, you know, I'm having a lot of trouble with these tattoos, and, you know, basically just, can I just skip the tattoos? And I was like, yeah, you can skip the tattoos if they're that big of a problem. Yeah. Although, now that I think about it, it was back in December that I did the commission. So it is coming up on a year now since I commissioned the Cassini one as well. But, as I said, I do know she's been having a really rough time lately, and it is just not a good time to be a trans person fucking anywhere in America at the moment. Doubly so in Florida, because they're all a bunch of fucking hicks. And yeah, she also has it rough from having to live with her parents, not having enough. Yeah, I thought about going in and trying to dig it out, but it's like, I don't know. If I could find the image in the files, it would be, I don't know, kinda. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, like I'm not annoyed, like even though this one from Cassini has taken a little bit of time. I'm not annoyed because, as I said, I understand what she's going through at the moment. But also, there's no real rush for it. Like, the only thing this art piece is really for, that there was two main reasons why I commissioned this art piece, to be honest. Number one, and the one of least importance to me personally, was that it would be a piece of art that I could actually use for merchandise. Because I did in fact, you know, discuss that with Cassini when I commissioned it. It's just art. Yeah, it is a piece of art that I can use for merchandise. I did discuss that with Cassini when I started it. Yeah, no, the other one from the other artist was a reference sheet for back when I was still planning to have the whole cat girl and succubus with the ability to transform between them kind of thing. And it took... Yeah, it took fucking damn near 2 years to get that one, which pissed me off because I had been waiting on that reference sheet in order to do a commission from somebody else for something. I can't remember exactly what it was at the time. But yeah, I had been waiting on that reference sheet in order to do this commission from someone else, and I had been expecting it to only take like a couple of months. And it ended up being fucking a couple of years. So, needless to say, I was very fucking annoyed. Ended up not being able to do that other commission that I had wanted to do. And... I had also been planning to commission a custom VR chat avatar based on that reference sheet as well, and ended up not doing that because, you know, by the time I got the damn thing, I was, well, I was distracted with other stuff, honestly, and then I finally figured out how to convert VR chat avatars for VTubing and got the blessing from the creator of this avatar to not only use it for VTubing but also for merchandise stuff, so... yeah. But no, the Cassini one, there was two main reasons I commissioned it. First and least important was it was a piece of art that I could use for merchandise. Second and most important, the entire reason Cassini had opened up commissions at that time was to get money for some stuff that she needed. And I wanted to support her. I forget exactly what it was that she needed the money for at the time, but clearly, I clearly remember thinking it was something fairly important and that I would be quite happy to donate for, so I went and commissioned Avatar. A piece of art from her. Oh, hello, Melissa. How you doing? Wow, this might take a minute or two. This tiny little cultivator. I might not have thought this through properly. So anyway, I did have a question that I've been thinking about off and on for a little bit now. Assuming I actually managed to get off my lazy ass and get the motivation to actually make some YouTube videos. What kind of stuff do you guys actually want to see? I mean, obviously there's going to be like gameplay videos on the channel. And I still use it for my live streams like this, which get recorded over there as well. But like beyond that, like what kind of stuffs would people actually be interested in? I'm not really 100% up on what the YouTube landscape is like these days. Like, I don't really know what people make, because I tend to only really watch either Let's Plays, lore videos, or news stuff. So I mean I can do Let's Plays fairly easily. There's not really many things that I'm into that have like deep lore, at least. Well, I mean, there's things that I'm into that have deep lore, but like I don't really have an encyclopedic knowledge of the lore for most of it. I know bits and pieces here and there, and a lot of the settings that I even know that much for, you know, somebody's done a 10,000 times better job than I could ever do of creating a lore video for it, you know. Like, if you were here the last couple of nights, you would have, you know, seen that I'm quite taken with the BattleTech universe. But, you know, Tex does fucking awesome lore videos on BattleTech. Other people do great lore videos on it as well. Well, Tex has a lot of humor in his, which I think helps sell it to a wider audience. Also something that I'm not great at, so you know. Although I do have one I do have one BattleTech lore video on my watch later list from some other creator that I'm kind of having to psych myself up to watch it, because it's a lore video on the first Succession War. Just the first Succession War, and it's like 5 hours long. I'm like, holy crap. How much fucking detail did he go into in this video that it's 5 hours just on the first Succession War? Keeping in mind that in the setting there has been 4 Succession Wars over the course of, like, you know, several hundred years. And then there's also the clan invasion and all that stuff, and yada yada yada, and the post-clan era and all that stuff, and it's like, he spent 5 hours on the first war. Oh yeah, and there's stuff before the Succession Wars as well, like the Amaris Civil War, the founding of the Star League, the War of Reunification, and all that jazz. Yeah, oh dear is pretty much my thoughts on it. Like, I added it to my watch later list because I was like, I am very interested in the lore of the setting. I need to work up. I need to work up the energy to actually sit and watch that video. It's gonna be a bit of a slog, I feel. Also, I need, you know, the free time to be able to do it. Oh. Yeah, like I said, lore videos are probably not a good route for me to try and go, because honestly, there's any setting that I'm interested in, somebody has already done far more in-depth lore videos than I could hope to do with my paltry knowledge of the lore of the various settings. So I mean, considering we're talking about BattleTech, if he did that for literally every pilot, it would be far, far more than 5 hours long. Even just covering the first Succession War, because it's like literally thousands of planets in the inner sphere. And basically the entire inner sphere was a battleground for the Succession Wars. But yeah, so like I was saying, like, lore video is probably not a great idea. There's not really much of anything I could add to that. And quite frankly, a lot of the settings, I only know what lore I do know from watching other YouTube videos on it, so it would feel a little too close to plagiarism for me, you know? Like, obviously, in a legal sense, it wouldn't be, because I wouldn't be directly copying them. But considering they are where I got the information that I know from, you know, it's... Now... Two categories that I did think about. Admittedly, one of them I only just thought about today when I... because it's not something I usually watch on YouTube, but I did run across one that grabbed my interest today and decided to watch it. It's reaction videos. Drain you financially? I mean, if you have VR, I certainly have ways of doing that, yes. Yes, I do offer services. But no, yeah, something that I very much didn't really pay attention to until well, I mean, you know, I suppose I could always do, like, you know, maybe some custom photography or video shoots or something, maybe. It's a possibility. I do tend to prefer the more personal touch of actually, you know, being in VR with somebody and providing certain services, but that's, you know. I do not know. I do not have Insta. All the stuff I do have, though, is in there. But yeah, reaction videos. Not something I usually watch, but while I was on my way up to my mum's place today for supper, I did stumble across one on YouTube that was actually a reaction video to one of the Tex Talks Battletech videos. And it was like somebody who had never known anything about Battletech before, and like her audience had recommended her this video, and it was like Tex's Battletech 101 primer about the great houses of the inner sphere, and she was doing a reaction video to it, and I was like, I don't think I would be super entertaining for that kind of thing. Although I did find another one just after from a different VTuber that was like, bruh, this dude's probably even less entertaining than I would be. So, I don't know. the other option that I had thought about was like tips and tricks kinds of videos. Those I was listening to a video from Pre-Built the other day. Is Pre-Built does a lot of 7 Days to Die content. And he was talking about like how, you know, long form content like let's play videos and stuff are like really good for like your existing community that want to come and watch you kind of thing, but they're not so great for getting new people into your channel kind of thing. Whereas things like tips and tricks videos are the other way around. You know, they're probably don't interest your long-term viewers, like your community that already exists, because if they're watching you and they're watching you play this game, then they probably already know everything that you're going to say in a tips and tricks video. But the tips and tricks video are good for getting new viewers in, kind of thing, you know? Because it's like nobody really tends to really search up a let's play for, you know, using pre-built as an example. Nobody really searches up a let's play for 7 Days to Die. Generally what happens is somebody will search up some tips and tricks videos for 7 Days to Die. And through that, they'll find a creator like Pre-Built or Guns, Nerds, and Steel, and they'll watch the tips and tricks video and they'll be like, hey, I kind of like this guy. He's pretty cool. What other stuff does he do? And go and look at, you know, other things like their Let's Plays and whatnot. Oh, that conversation earlier actually reminds me. I do need to add well, actually no. I don't need to really add the photo and video idea to my menu, because my menu is for the personal stuff. Can't remember if I still have the price sheet for the videos and pictures up on my other site or not. Yeah, like those were like, you know, beyond the obvious, you know, gaming let's play videos. Those were like the only two that I could really think of in terms of YouTube content. And even then, like, I don't know, it's like, I think the biggest thing holding me back from actually starting in on any kind of YouTube content is the thought of having to do editing for videos. Ugh, this is taking way too long. You know, as much as I like the old school equipment, I'm definitely thinking after I get my next harvest in and sold, I should probably consider starting to upgrade to more modern equipment. Oh, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What? Mm. Why do it be getting dark? Oh, clouds. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, shoot. I just realized I do actually need to, like, weed my field, don't I? Are you gonna start from here, or are you gonna be a doofus? Okay, you're starting from here. Excellent. Okay, whoop. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yep, that's what I thought. Weeds all over the damn place. Oop, nope. Need to get them now while it's still in the first growth stage, otherwise I'm gonna be destroying crops by driving over them. I hope the weeds are still small enough that I can get them with the weeder and actually pull them out rather than having to spray them. Start with this one up here. Boom, boom, boom. So far, it's looking good. Oh, no, never mind. I did spot one that was left up over there, I think. Maybe? Don't see any more being left, so maybe I imagined it. We'll do this run down this one side of the field and then check the map, see if there's any oh yeah, there's some left in there. Shit. Honestly though, I think even if I end up having to go over it twice, I would still rather get as much as I can with the weeder, because it does actually physically remove them. Yeah, there's still some weeds left down there. But the weeder does actually physically remove them, whereas the herbicide spray just kills them and leaves them in the field as an unsightly gray or brown blob. So I think even if it means having to go over the damn things twice, I think I'd rather do that, just so the field looks nicer. Get what I can with the weeder and then spray the rest of it. I think that'll probably be one of my first equipment upgrades. Will be to get one of the hoes instead of the weeder, because that's the problem at the moment. Is some of these weeds. I can't physically see anything over here, despite it showing up on the map. Which is oh no, there's one. There's one right here. But yeah, some of the weeds are classified as medium already, despite it being the first growth stage. So the weeder will not pull them out. On the other hand, the hoe will. And actually, now that I think about it... Oh, never mind, it's lunch break. Shop's on lunch break. Alright, I just have to wait until 1 PM game time. Yeah, the weeders don't pull out. Will only pull out small weeds, but the hose will pull out medium weeds as well. And so the herbicide will do any size weeds, but it does leave unsightly dead plants in the field, which does not look very pretty. Mind you, there are dead patches in the field already from the probably due to, in fact, almost certainly due to my realistic weather mod. Because realistic weather does add one thing that the base game is sorely missing. That is very fucking important to farmers all over the world. That being irrigation. But yeah, no, so like, if anybody has any ideas for like types of videos that I could try to do on YouTube, once I actually have the time and energy to get around to trying to do some videos, you know. Yeah, crap. Oh no, okay, no, it just needed to be refreshed. So it is getting these lighter patches, but it's these darker ones that are the medium, like the more advanced weeds that need to be sprayed. Yep. That's mildly annoying. I got one little strip of the field there that I didn't quite get with the plow. And the very fucking top of it here has grown some weeds. Whoa, trippy. Wow, okay. Eyes are playing tricks on me with those fucking the plants there. Starting to see the field going like all wavy, like it was water or something. It was really trippy.
used to be a farmer and I made a living fine. I had a little stretch of land along the CB line. But times went by and though I tried, the money wasn't there. And the bankers came and took my land and told me fair is fair. I looked for every kind of job, the answer always no. Hire you now, they'd always laugh, we just let 20 go. They promised me a measly little sum, but I've got too much pride to end up just another bum. Then I thought, who gives a damn if all the jobs are gone? I'm gonna be a pirate.
It's not past 1 p.m. yet in game.
And it's a heave-ho, high-ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. And it's a ho, hey, hi-ho, farmers by your doors when you see the China's mighty shores. Well, you think the local farmers would know that I'm at large, but just the other day I found an unprotected barge. I snuck up right behind them and they were none the wiser. I rammed the ship and sank it and I stole the fertilizer. Bridge outside of Moose Jaw spans a mighty river. Farmers crossing so much fear their stomachs are a quiver, 'cause they know the captain tractor's hiding in the bay. I'll jump the bridge and knock 'em cold and sail up with the
Thank you, Siri-bot. Can we get a good bot in chat, please? Siri-bot just banned oh yeah. Buy followers bot. Burp. Yeah. I was about to say frickin' Twitch should really like when you get these spam bots like this, Twitch should really like just ban the entire IP address. But then I don't know how well that actually works. Would actually work for Twitch. I don't know if that would actually do anything or not, or okay, okay, I gotta go sort that out, I guess. Yeah. Should bring this back to the farm. Woo! I think about. Let's see here. In base game, this is the only hoe in the game. But I think that's a little too heavy for my little tractors to handle. This one, though. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Fuck it. Gonna buy it and test it and see. And if that does in fact work as a hoe, then I can just get rid of the sprayer. Hmm. And the edge enough. I think I'm definitely gonna sell the weeder anyway, because clearly, even on the first day of the first growth stage, there's still medium weeds, which means the weeder is pretty fucking pointless. Unless I want to run over it when there's, like, no visible crops in the ground at all. Which honestly feels a little cheaty. Boop, boop, boop. So I think I will sell. Oh, for fuck's sakes, really? It's fucking stupid. Colliders at that junction are really fucked up, honestly. I got about I think just over half the money I spent on the new one back by selling the old one.
I especially enjoyed that one. Let's see what's next.
Okay, good. I do still have the weights on the front are still good enough. Which is good because if they weren't enough to keep my nose on the ground with this thing, there's not much I could do about it because those are the largest integrated weights I can put on this tractor, and it does not have the option of a front 3-point to get bigger weights on there. Okay. Let's check now. Let's have a look-see. Okay, well, straight off the bat, it can go faster than the weeder, I think. Hey, I hit the cruise control button. Why did you stop? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's taking the weeds out. Okay, awesome. Taking those medium weeds out. Good, good, good. Excelente. Oh. You know, I guess I probably should do the headlands properly, I guess. Maybe. How you doing, Tankard? Suffering a slow but inevitable computer failure? Oh no. That sounds absolutely terrible. What the heck? What? Oh shoot, right, I forgot I have that mod installed as well, the maintenance mod. Oh, why it stalled out though? It's still about 75% on the maintenance bar. Shouldn't be randomly killing the engine till it gets lower than that, I don't think. What's wrong with your computer then? Something is dying and it's refusing to be identified, but it's knocked out. Drives and smells of smoke. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Yeesh. I should probably do some maintenance on mine sometime soon. Probably about time I gave it a good dusting again. That, and I really do need to update my BIOS and get my new CPU installed. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I just realized I don't think I actually collected that contract, did I? No, suddenly it is a seed bed now. Meow. Ba 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 ba. What to talk about? What to talk about? This is always a problem I have with with streaming. I never know what to fucking talk about to fill the time, fill the empty air. Ba 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 ba. Oh. Twitch ad. Oof. You know what? That was a poor financial decision by this thing the other day, apparently, even though it was on sale. I did not realize fucking how much more expensive the header for this one was than the header for the mod version that I have. Even though, like, when I got this one on sale, I got it for cheaper than because normally it's 135,000 and the mod one is 100,000. When I got this one on sale, it was cheaper than this one. But I just looked at the frickin' the costs for the headers. This one that goes with this is 97,000, whereas the one for the mod is only 25,000. So yeah, we're gonna fucking sell this again. Took a loss on that, but oh well. Oh. Oh. Okay, good. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, no, if anybody has any ideas for YouTube videos or styles of videos, I guess, that they would like to see when I eventually get around to trying to do that, just let me know so I can have a think on it and decide if it's something that I want to actually try my hand at.